10 years. 10 years? I've let this town sleep, let its secrets lie buried under a decade of rain and fog. But some ghosts, they don't stay buried. Tonight, a single text message pulled me back. The mill knows? Just 3 words. But they were enough to reignite the cold dread I've lived with since my sister, Emily, vanished. Rivermount hasn't changed. The same flickering streetlights cast long, dancing shadows, each one looking like a memory I've tried to outrun. My heart hammers against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat against the steady rhythm of the downpour. I pull my raincoat tighter, a flimsy shield against the biting wind, and the even colder feeling clawing its way up my throat. The old mill looms at the edge of town, a skeletal silhouette against the bruised purple sky. That's where it ended for her. And that's where it has to begin again for me. As I walk these haunted streets, I feel eyes on me. A man in a long, dark coat watches from a rain-slicked alley, his face a pale mask in the gloom. He's a whisper, a shadow I can't quite grasp. Then there's Officer Hale, his face etched with the same wariness that settled deep in my own bones. He found her favorite ribbon by the riverbank back then, a tiny scrap of red silk that became the last piece of her we ever had. He warns me to leave the past alone, his voice heavy with unspoken knowledge. Some things are better left undisturbed, Amelia, he says, but his eyes tell a different story. They tell me he knows more. These whispers, these half-truths, they're all just breadcrumbs on a trail I know I have to follow. A trail leading right back to the decaying heart of this town. The old watermill. The place Emily loved. The place that swallowed her whole. Stepping inside the mill is like stepping into a tomb. The air is thick with the smell of wet rot and forgotten things. Moonlight streams through gaping holes in the roof, illuminating swirling dust motes like tiny, restless spirits. And then I see her. Not a memory, but something more. Emily, just as she was, 10 years old, her white dress torn, her eyes holding the sorrow of a decade spent waiting. The man in the dark coat is here too, his face finally clear in the dim light. A face I recognize from old photographs, from my own fractured memories. The truth crashes down on me, a wave of unbearable clarity. It wasn't an accident. It was a choice, a terrible, selfish choice, made that day by the river. As the full story unravels, a final revelation forces my hand. There's a choice to be made, right here, right now, to expose the truth and shatter a life, or to finally let my sister go. As dawn's first light breaks through the grime-caked windows, I make my peace. The rain has stopped. For the first time in 10 years, Rivermount is quiet. Goodbye, Emily.